Alright, welcome to this Marvel Crisis Protocol analysis. Gonna be trying to go over this game from a very noob perspective, so please have patience. But yeah, I'm gonna see what we can learn, see what kind of game plans are happening, and yeah, let's have a look. Okay, matchups. So the affiliations we'll be seeing today are Criminal Syndicate using Kingpin's leadership versus the Defenders using Daredevil's leadership. So the tactics cards that are being used for Criminal Syndicate are they say keep your enemies close, patch up, no mercy, fall back, brace for impact. And on the defender's side, we have Pentagram of Failure, brace for impact, sacrifice, heroes for hire, marked for death. Now to actually talk about the models being used. So for Kingpin we have Gwenpool, Sam Wilson, Kingpin himself, Black Cat, Bullseye, Spider-Woman. And then on the Defenders side we have Daredevil, Luke Cage, Amazing Spider-Man, Wong, and the Hulk. So lastly we have the Crises. First we're going to do the Secure. Gamma Wave sweeps across the Midwest. And that basically means if you're not in close to the shelters range 2, which are placed in the middle, you will take a damage. And obviously being close to them nets you points. And then we have the Extract, which is Skulls infiltrate world leadership. You pick up the scroll, then you roll for your defense. If you don't have a wild or crit, your opponent gets to push you off somewhere, gets to push you away. But yeah, those are the missions, the crises. So as a beginner, I think the proper way to analyze this without knowing properly how the models are being used is to look at the point game and then also look at the tactics card usage. So let's have a look at that. So the point game, 4 scrolls, 3 portals to collect. Oh no, 4 scrolls to pick up, extracts, 3 secures to be close to. 3, yep. So let's look at how it pans out. So round 1. Round 1 we have 2 coins, or sorry, 2 extracts for the CS player and 2 extracts for nobility. Well, the defender's player. But what's interesting about this one is round 1 he actually gives up both of the flanks flanking extracts and he still comes out ahead decently. So looking at round 1, Daredevil should be here if we can see him. Are we allowed to see him? So once again, so Black Cat moved forward, pick up the extract, that's her turn. So first of all, Spider-Man went forward, picked up the flanking extract. Then Black Cat went forward, pick up the middle extract, and then the long mover Daredevil with Wall Crawler, meaning he doesn't have to climb on top of this button, he can just go through it, can pick up this extract. Now you think, damn, wow, the CS players really lost round 1. But he does manage to control at least 2 of the portals to this guy's 1, so he actually comes out ahead. We have a look. So he controls 2 extracts. as well. So just looking at starting placement. So yeah, Spider-Man like that, Black Cat like this, Daredevil like that, and then who grabs the one on their side. And then Gwenpool. That's probably the reason why Gwenpool went so aggressive. It's not so much to contest this. I'm not even sure he's in range 2. It's to grab this other extract. So it's kind of like the flaw of going to the flanks or ignoring them. So here's the benefit. The benefit of giving your opponent this is that he can be out of the game for a while. He has to like move, and then get back in the action. But Daredevil actually gets pushed due to the scrolls thing. He gets pushed small, so he's even further away from the fight. The disadvantage though is that you could be too into the fight, like this Gwen. So Hulk comes forward, grabs the Gwen, and throws her to the side, like where his teammates are. Not into anything though. Then Luke proceeds to, get on this point. And I think so Wong gives him a power. Then he walks up to this size 2, throws it at Gwen. 3 guaranteed hits, and gets a brace for impact. So tempo wise, it looks like the defender's player is winning, but even though he's losing out points a bit, because he does manage to control these 2 points for quite some time. So Wong picks it up, gets pushed. If Luke gets pushed, it's so rough because you want to be in range for Heroes for Hire, which is a range-free bodyguard. Pretty insane. So yeah, once again, keeping things simple, we're just going to be looking at the points and the tactics card usage. So let's just skip to the tactics card. So I think Spider-Man web swinged over here, which is like range 3, and I think he KO'd Gwen before she could activate. And yeah, it made this her extract drop. And Spider-Woman was thinking about collecting it, but she said it was too risky. Well, I think she thought it was too risky, I guess. From theory, I guess. In theory. So Hulk walking forward. Apparently, like a noob mistake you can do is like always move Hulk first to get his activation off, the most powerful one. But the thing is, like, if you let him, he's not gonna die, so you don't have to worry about that. And plus, if people hit him, then that's just more power for him to play with. So you always want to do it first. Well, you always want to do it like last, but with the exception of like, so if you don't move Hulk first, like the guy's gonna do 2 spenders into him and he's gonna die. So now round 3, he's picked up this point, but it's just made them even now. He still controls the 2 objectives, the 2 central objectives. Pretty sure. Alright, so let's look at No Mercy. No mercy. So here, this is a criminal syndicate. KO's Wong. No, he KO's Spider-Man with Gwen, and then she flips it to give her 3 more power. Whenever an allied KOs or dazes a character, that allied character may flip this card to gain 3 power. And Gwen probably wants that to do more defensive dice stuff. But she does end up getting KO'd. What KOs her though?
I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yes, yeah, there's no dazed function. Alright.
So I'm just gonna have a listen.
So one shot Gwen.
She's KO'd. That's too bad. Into
Not
1,
H-
she's
yeah.
dead.
No,
Like it does.
Apologize for the sound if it's too loud.
So that's 8 into
not
1,
H-
she's
yeah.
dead.
No, hold on. It adds. Oh, my bad. I'm looking at the.
Count when Sam's
I
dazed.
think so, right? There's no. What does
Oh.
the leadership say?
Looks like it does. So that's 8 into
Not
1.
What a reroll,
You get
2 rerolls.
1 reroll.
So here we got Daredevil.
No, or does it count when Sam's
I
dazed?
think so, right? There's no. What does
Oh.
the leadership say?
Looks like it does. So that's 8 into
Not
1,
H-
she's
yeah.
dead.
No, hold on. It adds. Oh, my bad. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Yes, yeah. There's no dazed function. All right, so one shot Gwen.
She's KO'd. That's too bad.
So damn, I guess Hulk. Well, let's find out. Yeah, Hulk just literally like did a Hulk smash into Gwen and she died to an 8 dice attack.
Not now.
Yeah, and that's just the nature of the game. Just got one-shotted by a spender.
I'm
So yeah, that's Gwen dead. That's the game. It happens. Putting it on ×2. I can't remember what the sacrifice we used, but eh. So the big ones like No Mercy and Brace for Impact were used. I'll check out Sacrifice after the game. I'll search for it. So here we have Power into whatever that name is, Falalala, whatever. He gets to create 2 portals. So the main synergy of this is he can actually teleport a portal from here to here, which means you can teleport Daredevil right in front of the whole enemy team. Devil Deliverance gets more dice for each opponent within range 2 and plus his leadership. And yeah, scary things. And of course, Hulk just wants to get up close. And here I think he just throws. He also another thing like Kingpin got ignored the entire match for the most part. And of course, Hulk has just been like throwing him. Throws him off the point. But still, it was still a relatively close game. So Hulk actually lived on a 1 HP, which is quite insane. But he still had 2 coins to this guy's 1. So she would need to, I think it's 16 points to win. Yeah, 16 points to win. So she would have to like control this, control that, and KO 2 characters and pick up their coins. Like, yeah, it was impossible. But that's kind of like my brute force concept. And here we got like patch up, which I think they just heal up. It didn't really do much this game. It's a very late game patch up that just healed Spider Woman, but Killing Her was not relevant, but still relatively close. That third coin, that guy got the third extra, but he controlled the 2 portals as well. But yeah, that's my brute force analysis. Hope you enjoyed. Okay, before I go, very simple, but very practical use of sacrifice. You get to choose a character. So if two allied characters are within range 2 of each other, they can flip the card and spend a power each to change the attack. And as you can see, Daredevil is on 1 HP. The tanky Luke Cage is on 5 HP. So a sacrifice gets spent, and then Gwenpool does her spender into Luke Cage instead. But yeah, just wanted to add that. So another last thing, got to mention the leadership. So obviously Daredevil leadership is quite obvious. Like, it helped him KO people with the re-rolls, But if we're looking at Kingpin, you can spend 2 power to pass a objective token to another player within range 3, which is quite insane. But I don't believe it was used this match because they weren't really playing around a lot of objective tokens. But one thing that was relevant is that 1 healthy character counts as 2 healthy characters. So when you look at Kingpin and Hulk in the middle, Kingpin is still winning the objective, while his friendly characters get to stay in the back. So yeah, just a quick mention of leadership. But for next time reference, I gotta mention the points, the tactics cards, and the leadership triggers.